I'm bored, so let's take a look at the decline of Nerdrotic and the Critical Drinker. All right, so their fans are going to be big mad at this video, but I don't care. Math is math. Numbers are numbers. You can argue about that in the comment section, be upset about reality. I don't know, whatever it is you guys do to cope with the fact that the grift space is dying out. And all you have to do is look at the two biggest channels, which is Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker. Look at those channels, and you can see they are slowing down. They're plateauing. Their channels are slowly dying. All right, so you're probably asking how we're going to do this. We're going to keep it really simple. We're going to be looking at the fall of each year so it can align with where we are right now in 2025. And we're going to go all the way back to 2022. We're going to look at year to year from fall to look at where their numbers are and where they were at in growth and subscribers and all of that. All right, so we're going to start out in 2022 with Nerdrotic with 580,000 subscribers. And if you want to double check any of this, go to the Wayback Machine. You will find all of these screenshots there. So he has 580,000 here in fall of 2022. Then we move over to fall of 2023, where he has 866,000 subscribers. That is a growth of roughly 286,000 subscribers with 49.3%, if we're doing it that way, going from 2022 to 2023. So you see there was a huge jump for him there, and that's nothing to sneeze at. That's pretty solid growth for a channel. Let's go over to 2024. So here we are at 2024, and now we're at 1.13 million subscribers in 2024. That is a jump of 264,000 roughly, and 30.5% growth, which is roughly 22,000 less than the previous year to year, going from fall to fall, from 2022 to 2023, and now 2023 to 2024. So these are the numbers right in front of you. Keep track of what we're doing here so you don't miss any of this, because math can be hard. All right, let's look at fall of 2025, 1.23 million here. Now you're seeing on the screen, this was the growth of the previous year. This is the growth from 2024 to 2025. Plus 90,000 subscribers. That is an 8% growth. He is down 174,000 subscribers year to year going into 2025. Let's take a look back. 2022 to 2023. 2023 to 2024, 2024 to 2025. That's the math. 8% growth in a year on a channel that just a couple of years ago was doing 50% growth year to year. Has gone from 49.3 to 30.5 to 8. This is a very big red flag. This is a plateau point for Nerdrotic's channel. And y'all can cope in the comments all you want. Well, he's got more subs than you. Great. I'm not arguing that I have more subs. He gets more views than you. Great. I'm not arguing any of that. You don't have to be a channel of that size to look at the math and know that something's not right. Something's happening. Clearly, the shift in culture has stopped people from engaging in this content in a big way. Now, this could be a combination of things. It could be people who have just stopped watching his videos altogether, people who aren't getting recommended his videos. Maybe the algorithm doesn't love him anymore. Maybe this is why he's focused more on live streams than anything else. This doesn't look good. Again, let's run through the numbers. 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, already dropping almost 20% there, down here to 8%. That's this year. As of fall of this year, we're at 1.23 million subscribers on his channel. All right, so there's that. Let's take a look at everybody else's favorite content creator. And we're going to look at the Critical Drinker. So here's the Critical Drinker in fall of 2022 with 1.49 million subscribers, already much higher than where Nerdrotic was at this point in our timeline here. And then we're going to go from 2022 to 2023. Let's look at the numbers here. Going up to 1.86, which is roughly 24.8% jump from year to year for our friend Critical Drinker. Remember, this is math. These are numbers. You can do this yourself. You can do all this yourself. Let's go to 2024. 2024 is 2.15 million in fall of 2024. That is a change of growth from 300. He went from 370,000, a 24.8% growth, to 290,000, 15.6%, which is down 80K subs in growth from the previous year. So already not looking good. Even though he's got a lot of growth, if you're looking at the percentages, you're looking at the way this is going, it's not going good for him. Now let's check and see where Critical Drinker is in 2025. Here we are at 2.38 million subscribers in 2025, which is a growth of 230,000 subscribers, going down from 15.6 the previous year to 10.7, with a net change of 60,000 subscribers from year to year. Now you might ask yourself, Eric, what does this mean? They're still gaining subs. The channels are still growing, but they're growing slower. This is a really important thing to understand. They're growing slower and they're seeing less people come over and subscribe to their channel. Let's go back, just like we did with Nerdrotic here. Critical Drinker, 2022 to 2023, saw a 24.8% growth with 370,000 subscribers added to his account. We then had another 290,000 added for a fifth, went down from 24.8, 25% to 16% roughly, with a loss of around 80,000 subscribers there. And then finally, down from 15.6 to 10.7 with 230,000 subscribers growth, which is down 60,000 from the previous year. These are important metrics. Now, of course, their fans will come into the comments and try and defend this and act like there's nothing wrong. There is something wrong. There is an issue. You'll see subtle changes in these channels, like the output of videos they're making, the amount of live streams they're doing, the amount of things they're trying to move in terms of merch. All of these things will signal that there's a massive change. Massive change. I want to be very clear here. It's really interesting to me that that percentage for Critical Drinker at 10.7 is really close to the 8% we also saw with Nerdrotic. That's really interesting. But either way, this is a plateau situation. Their channels are hitting their ceilings and there's nowhere left for them to go. And this is all because YouTube's algorithm and the people that are watching them are either walking away, not clicking on their videos, not recommending them, not supporting them anymore. These are large dips. We're talking massive dips. Nerdrotic going from like 50% sub growth down to 8% in 3 years is crazy. It's crazy. Critical Drinker going from like 25% down to 10%, 11%, that's crazy. These are massive changes in subscriber output. This doesn't look good for them. If they continue on this route, if they continue doing this, we might actually see them dip into the negatives. That could happen. Or flatline, like there's like a 1% growth or something like that. That could happen by this time next year. With Nerdrotic looks on track. If he's at 8% now, he went from 50 to 30 to 8. Where's he going to be fall of next year? I need you guys to think about that. These channels are dying off. They're hitting their ceilings. They have nowhere left to go. There's no growth there. People are tired of it. They're fed up with it. They're just not clicking on it anymore. But you can be mad about the math in the comments. So all of their fans, go down there and show us how you're going to deflect from this. Talk about how many subs I have. Talk about how many views I have. Talk about how jealous I am. Anything and everything you can do without steel manning the fact that their channels are declining.